I have the very strong hope, and we certainly see it this week here in Cannes, that creativity will come back big time.
We're joined by Nicole from BCG. Welcome. Nicole, the UK punches above its weight globally when it comes to cultural matters, culturally, but also economically. What's behind that outsized influence?
Yeah, the UK is very strong in culture, in marketing, fashion, all these topics. And BCG has recently published a new report into the growth of the particular industry. So the last comprehensive numbers are actually from 2023. And it's interesting to see that even after Brexit, the UK still produces a net plus surplus in that field that's way above any other country in Europe in particular, still behind the US and China. And I think behind that is a very strong foundation of technology and culture in that space. If we look into music, even if you look into the big streamers, 75% of all streams Spotify has announced in 2022 are being listened to outside the UK. So it shows that fundamental strength. And let's not forget about all of our Oscar winners, actors in the UK alike.
It's quite a roll call. The report that you mentioned from BCG did highlight how changes in the patterns of how people view content, whether it's AI, could actually threaten the UK's dominance in that, could threaten its influence. What should the UK, and other countries for that matter, be doing in order to stay ahead?
It's a very good question. And what we've seen over the last decade is certainly investors in the space being more risk averse. So we see more of the same films being produced as sequels, same type of music being produced. So I think the threat is really from the lack of investment in early stages of that funnel. The UK has always strongly invested in there and has that combination of tech and creativity alike. And if we think about AI, for the first time, completely new creators, artists without all these proper education can get into the space. So I think combining both new investment in the space, the accessibility via AI and Gen AI can actually create new creativity and possibly something we have been lacking over the last years.
And Nicole, the music industry is one place where we normally sort of see creative trends as they're emerging. It's where we see how people are changing the way they express themselves or how technology is being used in storytelling. What are you seeing now in the music industry that sort of gives you a hint for where the wider creative industries are heading?
I think there's a divide between the creatives and what creative individuals do at home, even in their bedrooms, in music with new technology. And then the big area of streaming and what we all see and hear on a day-to-day basis. Looking into streaming is interesting in music. If we look back 2016, we had 56% of music streamed, music which is so-called catalog, so existing music. If we move forward into 22, the number is 76%. That it means we are seeing more and more of music, existing music, being replayed, restreamed. And there is an advantage and a disadvantage, and the threat certainly for the UK industry. Catalog or existing music can be sold by companies worldwide and can be bought by them. So some of these very rich materials will move outside of the UK. And in doing that, yes, we will see the trade surplus go down. On the other hand, I think new trends we also see with these new technologies come up. And I have the very strong hope, and we certainly see it this week here in Cannes, that creativity will come back big time.
What are you most excited about for the future of the creative industries?
Yeah, we have obviously seen a lot of tech players coming into the space. We see lots of tech at Cannes this year, last year. But we've also seen that before in around 2000. It went away, it became an enabler, and I think there we are. We see a lot of tech, we see platforms as enablers for the big new creativity coming, and I'm super excited to see it on the horizon.
Well, Nicole, thanks so much for coming and telling us all about it. It's been really exciting. Thank you.
Thank you.